I'm not saying he didn't sign the contract. I wouldn't necessarily say scared of me as a man, but
Gervonta Tank Davis, his fight is been pushed out against Lamont Roach, that rematch.
The much-hyped rematch between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach might be off the table, all because of Tank's recent shocking arrest. Fans everywhere were stunned. Boxing analyst Fannin mentioned the fight was originally rumored for August 16th, but looking at the calendar now, he thinks the fight is still at least a month away, mainly because fighters usually need around 8 weeks to prepare. Tank hasn't been training for about 3 weeks, and with no official word yet, insiders say the fight's likely getting pushed back.
Because whenever you have a fight, you have an 8-week training camp, roughly. Gervonta Davis, my understanding is, at least what Keith Idec said, has not been in training for the last 3 weeks. So, and the fact that the fight has not been announced, that makes him believe, or sources are saying that they're trying to move that fight either to the 23rd, or what would 7 days after that be, the 30th. So they're trying to push it back a couple weeks. Now, personally, this is my take. When you call something to be rescheduled, and this is kind of why I didn't like the way that Keith Idec did it and people did it, because there's not really been an announcement for August 16th.
But Lamont Roach isn't waiting around. He's already deep into his training camp and staying focused despite all the talk. Roach has made it clear he's ignoring the noise. He wants to be fully ready before any official date is set. This shows he's serious about staying in shape and not letting anything throw him off.
he said when it's all said and done, they gonna remember your name when you box again. You know, I believe it. You gotta believe it. You already made it prior.
Roach even called Tank out, saying Davis still hasn't signed the contract because he's scared to take the risk. According to Roach, Tank knows exactly what he'd be facing and doesn't want to risk a loss right now. Roach didn't hold back. He believes Tank is fully aware of the danger that's waiting for him inside that ring.
I'm not saying he didn't sign the contract. I wouldn't necessarily say scared of me as a man, but...
Meanwhile, Showbiz, the adult, brought up a valid point. He questioned why there are even talks of a cancellation when the rematch was never officially confirmed to begin with. Since no contract has been signed, there was never an official date. So technically, there's nothing to cancel yet.
My take is this. The fight has been rescheduled from when? It's canceled from what? Dude, the fight supposed to been August, or I never said that the fight was August, what was it? August 12th, or I forgot what the date's supposed to been. But I never made that announcement because the PBC never made that announcement. I never seen posters or anything like that. And I actually forget who was the source to start it. Maybe Dan Raphael or Mike Coppinger or something like that. But I mean, from my understanding, Gervonta didn't even sign the contract.
He also said that rumors like this spread way too easily. He compared it to when Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford was first mentioned. Back then, people were quick to call it fake Evan after the press conferences happened. Now, those same doubters are scrambling as that fight gets finalized with a stadium and all the logistics coming together.
Funny because a lot of people, you know, were saying that Canelo versus Crawford wasn't real, even with the press conferences. When the tickets going on sale, when that fight is definitely moving along, there's advertisement on Netflix, there's press conferences, they've had 3 press conferences, you know, all these things, and the tickets go on sale this week. At the end of this week, the tickets go on sale, I think July 18th or something like that. So they have, like, this is like real. They have a stadium and everything is in Vegas, right, at the Raiders Stadium. So, but everybody was for sure about Gervonta and Lamont.
Showbiz also pointed out how strange it is that people were so sure the Davis vs. Roach rematch was happening and then suddenly canceled, even though there was never any official announcement. No press conference, no posters, nothing from any legit source. Yet, somehow, fans and media ran with the idea like it was already confirmed.
But I don't even see it as it being rescheduled or canceled. Canceled from when? Canceled from what? Rescheduled from when? The fight was never signed. The fight was never really confirmed.
Fannin jumped in too, saying that since the fight was never actually announced, it's not even accurate to call this a delay. In his view, they're still in the process of setting a date.
Obviously never had it set for August 16th to begin with. They never announced the fight. Since they never announced the fight, is this really moving the date? I mean, 6 on one hand, half dozen the other. But for certain, and I've been saying this maybe for the last week, that August 16th, if they didn't get that announced pretty soon, there was no way that they were going to do that. Now, why would this happen? Obviously, Gervonta Davis is going through a lot of drama in his life right now. Very unfortunate situation that he's gets himself locked up into these legal situations.
Fannin didn't stop there. He made it clear this is not the kind of situation Tank should be in right before a major fight. If Davis isn't fully locked in mentally, there's no way he's going to survive what Lamont Roach brings to the ring. Roach himself has warned that Tank's focus needs to be laser sharp from start to finish. Anything less, and it could cost him everything.
That is not the mindset that Gervonta Davis needs to be in when he's fighting Lamont Roach, because Lamont Roach is going to be a very difficult fight for him. But I'm telling you, man, it's just like a comedy of errors that is going on over the last several fights with Gervonta Davis, man. I really hope that, he's got to kind of make up his mind about what he wants to do. Does he want to be all the way in boxing? Does he want to be out of boxing? That's a decision he really has to make. And I do think it would be smart that he gets his head all the way on and all the way on before he fights Lamont Roach, because obviously that was a very, very tough matchup for him, because a lot of people think he lost that fight. So
still, Fannin says there might be another reason for the holdup. He believes Tank is also eyeing a bigger money fight somewhere else, and he wasn't shy about it. He flat out called this a duck. To him, this is Tank dodging a dangerous fight while chasing a safer payday.
It appears that Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach will not be fighting next, and that Gervonta Davis, has another much more lucrative fight that he is going to take, and some people are going to call it a duck. And hey, man, it might just be.
Meanwhile, Blue Blood took a different angle. He looked at Tank's recent behavior and pointed out a pattern. According to him, Davis has been inconsistent in his mindset as a professional fighter. Blue Blood even questioned whether Tank is fully committed to boxing right now, or if he's got one foot out the door.
28 win by way of knockout. Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 30 years of age, has essentially like 1 foot in the sport, 1 foot out the sport, right? Gervonta Tank Davis is not really interested in the sport of boxing right now. He had there's a lot of turmoil going on with these negotiations, right? Lamont Roach has agreed to his portion of the contract. He signed everything. Gervonta Tank Davis has not. Why? Because Gervonta Tank Davis is just simply not interested in the sport of boxing right now. He has a lot going on. But the Premier Boxing Champions, better known as the PBC, they're trying to push him in the direction of taking the fight.
Showbiz also had some advice for Lamont Roach. Now that Roach is gaining momentum, Showbiz warned him not to slow down. If the fight with Gervonta Davis doesn't happen, and Roach doesn't chase other opportunities, the spotlight could fade. Quickly, he suggested that if things fall apart with Tank, Roach should line up another opponent and keep things moving forward.
In the first place, should Lamont Roach move on? I would be looking at, because you don't want to be away from boxing too long, especially with your name just getting hot. I would try to utilize it, I think he would want to stay busy and find, possible, opponents now. I would be looking.
Roach already seems to be taking that advice seriously. He's in the gym, hitting the bags with power and intensity, showing he's fully locked in. Whether Davis is ready or not, Roach is making it clear. He's staying in top shape and ready to go when the time comes.
He gonna be the reason why I catch a beat in fight. Watch.
There. Champ ain't lying. That joker there gonna be the reason he catch a body. I'm telling you, man. OD.
You already know. Talking about we on PEDs. We on the ASP. Let's go. Get him off. Get out of here. They ain't seen nothing yet. Sir.
Roach also gave fans a glimpse of his current condition, showing off a solid physique that sends one message: he's fit ready. If the call comes in, he won't need to play catch-up. He's already there.
I tell Al, that's how he got look.
This shit
Boy, Al.
chopped up.
Hey.
Niggas say you get chopped. They said I'm fat, man. Where? What they talking about?
Used to call back,
Never.
cut up like a bag of dope. And my lines playing that joker.
I'm a real professional out here, Slim. I ain't one of them fat boys that just be doing anything. I be in the gym, nigga. Fuck is y'all talking about? Stop playing with me before I fuck this nigga up for real, for it hurt y'all feelings.
Roach has also said it doesn't matter if it's Gervonta Davis or someone else. He's focused on staying ready to step into the ring and prove a point. Blue Blood backed that up by pointing out the difference in their current paths. While Roach is already deep in training camp, Gervonta Davis hasn't even started, especially after his recent arrest. Blue Blood said Roach is wasting no time and is smart to start thinking about other champions at 135 if the Davis fight falls through.
Right? Well, Gervonta Tank Davis has not been training, according to his team. They told me Gervonta Tank Davis has not been training since he got arrested. We know that. Well, now the 25 win, 1 loss, 2 draw, 10 wins by way of knockout, Lamont Roach Jr. is now moving on, as he should. As he should. They're moving on, and they're looking to find a different opponent to stay active. As I said, they should look to fight another champion at 135. Shakur Stevenson, Raymond Mortala. His stock, Lamont Roach Jr.'s stock, is at an all-time high right now.
I want to unify at 135. Me and Shakur already talked to each other, and if he's available and we can line it up, that's what we're going to do.
Really? Wait, y'all spoke like this? Yo, let's get this popping.
There's also a growing theory that Davis might not want the Roach rematch at all. Instead, he could be targeting a showdown with Shakur Stevenson. Antonio Tarver added his thoughts on that matchup, saying if it happens, he'd put his money on Shakur to come out on top.
Still got to put some of those celebrities on there, and celebrity fighters, Tank Davis and these other guys in the lightweight division. You know, he deserved those type of.
Who are you leaning to? It's a great fight.
It's hard not to lean to the Olympian, the silver medalist that has the amateur pedigree. You feel me? The man can process a fight like nobody business, and you saw that tonight. He made 2 or 3 different changes in the game to give himself the best chance to win. You saw him laying on the ropes early, and then he stayed in the middle of the ring when he was really doing a lot of good work combination style. I mean, the man got a deep bag of tricks.
Backing that up, Claressa Shields also shared her take if Gervonta Davis ever steps into the ring with Shakur Stevenson. She believes it won't even be close. According to her, Shakur would handle Tank easily and walk away with the win without much trouble.
Beat him up to the body, to the head. I was yelling all night.
What's next for Shakur?
Man, whatever, listen. Everybody wants smoke with the growth. When I be saying that, Shakur can beat Tank. Shakur can beat T.P.Mo. Shakur can beat Devin. Listen, Shakur versus anybody, I'm going to say Shakur. I know what he can do. Shakur is like Claressa Shields. He's like Terrence Crawford. We cannot be beat. He like a Floyd Mayweather. Shakur is a back 12. So when I say he can't be beat, I really mean that.
Still, a lot of fans are holding on to hope that the Davis vs. Roach rematch will happen. One of them is Gary Russell Jr., who revealed that both camps are still in serious talks. According to Russell, the fight is far from dead. He believes an official announcement could drop soon, possibly setting the date for late August or September. So, the fight is definitely still alive.
Well, to be honest with you, I've never worked with Lamont Roach.
Oh, okay.
I never worked with Lamont Roach. And I also never worked with Tank either. The only history between the two is the fact that Roach is from the area. We got to decide who's the best within the area. So that's one of the histories between me and Roach. And just like with Tank, when I was at the pinnacle of my career, Tank was always one of those guys that was there. It was never no dislike or no bad blood, but we're fighters. I'm trying to see who's the best.
I think it's still in August, so might get pushed back.
I think that thing is still August or September. I think that's something that's still going to come into fruition. They want to see. We're trying to find out who's the best in our area.
They want to find out who's the best. You know, me and Lamont Roach, we're actually in the same place. You know, Tank is just a little further out, you know what I'm saying? But I guess you're still somewhat considered him. You know what I'm saying? The DMV, you know, so we want to see who's the best in our area. And I know it can only be.
Tim Bradley also spoke up and he didn't sugarcoat anything. He said Tank needs to get his head back in the game and stop letting distractions pull him off course. Bradley even threw a sharp warning Tank's way, telling him to focus on staying out of jail first before thinking about the ring.
Y'all talking about Shakur, and Shakur can't beat no Tank. Y'all tripping. Tank need to worry about Roach. That's what he need to worry about. Yeah, that's what he need to worry about. And he need to worry about staying out of damn jail. Yeah, that's what he need to worry about. Staying out of jail and needed to focus on who? Roach. Because Lamont Roach ain't coming in here playing.
Bradley added that Lamont Roach is not the kind of opponent you can take lightly. He made it clear Roach doesn't care about Tank's power. He's going to come forward, stay aggressive, and try to break Tank down. No fear, no backing down, just straight up pressure.
He ain't playing with no Tank. He don't give a damn about no Tank. He don't care about that punching power. He coming to get Tank. Yeah, and it's going to be worse this time. I promise y'all that. It's going to be worse this time. It's a lot going on. Tank going to retire before he have to face Shakur Stevenson. Oh, yeah, he going to retire. Shit, he might not even face Roach coming up here in November or August. Oh, wait, hold up. Was it supposed to be July? When in the hell is he supposed to fight against damn Roach? When? It keep getting pushed back. Yeah, because of him. Yo, Tank head ain't in it, man. When your head ain't in it, when your mind ain't in it, ooh, I'm going against you every single time.
Bradley then compared Tank's mindset to Edgar Berlanga. He said both guys seem more focused on putting on a show and keeping people talking than actually preparing for real battles. And if that's where Tank's focus is right now, it could cost him, especially against someone as focused and fearless as Lamont Roach.
Yeah, I'm going against you every time. His mind ain't in it. We just had an example of that. Berlanga, he was all about the show. His head wasn't in the game? No. Hell no, it wasn't in the game. Shoot, but anyways, I'm sick of y'all talking, man. For real. Y'all need to be quiet, man. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about at all. Give this man, Shakur Stevenson, his flowers.
At the end of the day, whether the Davis versus Roach rematch happens or not, Lamont Roach isn't sitting still. While Tank's future is tangled up in controversy and questions about his commitment, Roach is staying ready, working hard, and keeping his eyes on the prize. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay in the loop, hit that like button, share the video, and make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to tap the bell so you never miss a moment. We'll catch you in the next one with more big updates.